what's up, y'all? It's Lee.
I'm Jordan.
And this is the Mind Your Business podcast. Join us weekly to learn how to mind your business.
Or at the very least, be able to tell people how to mind theirs, honey.
Drop the beat.
Boom.
Mind it, hope.
Baby, baby, baby.
You record?
Yeah, I'm recording.
On here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not an amateur at this just because I've been gone for 8 months. Don't mean like I've never done this before.
8 months.
You tried it.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What y'all been doing? Now we showing up like the daddy that went to the grocery store never came back.
You know, it's just we had to overcome a few things. And
8 months.
And we're back.
And I'ma just say, I'm coming back as a better person.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a lot. We had a lot going on and starting a new project with a lot going on. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was. And let me tell you something. What woke me up was the slap.
Heard around the world.
After that slap, I was just like, Jordan, what are you doing with your life? You have to get back in the studios and do a little episode, a little something.
When I seen the slap, I was like, well, he wasn't talking to me. They say it was a slap felt around the world, but he ain't slapped me. But according to Chris Rock's mama, he slapped all of us.
All of us. And I am going to side with her. I feel slapped. What? What? I do.
Come on with the lies.
I feel slapped. And it woke me up. Like sometimes you just need a good to get your life together. And this is what it did to me. And I'm here today saying I too was slapped.
You acting like we're on the site.
You know what?
I'ma say the slap had me like, yeah, that's how I be feeling. And somebody finally reenacted how I be feeling.
Anger.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess it just goes to show what happens when you get tired. When you when you're not taking care of your inner self.
Okay. You're not coping.
You're not coping.
You're not doing your self-care.
And I think that resonates with all of us. Granted, most of us ain't getting up there at the Oscars. Or was it the Oscars or the Academy Awards?
I don't know.
One of them places where they don't like us to be anyway.
Don't ask me.
But that's what happens when you let things build and the negative things gain momentum in your life and you're not dealing with them. And finally, we all have a breaking point. And don't let that breaking point cost you, because we see they are already trying to cut deals and stop projects.
I haven't really been paying attention to it till I seen, his mom, Chris Rock's mom, saying that he slapped all of us, and that resonated. And so I was just like, oh, okay, so we still talk about it. So
she just been waiting to say that.
Okay.
Well, because he hasn't said nothing. So anything that people can get,
they're going to grasp on.
They're going to grasp. I'm like, girl, I didn't even know what you look like. And here you come doing the interview. That's a grown man. We don't need you to talk to him. If he don't want to talk, he don't want to talk about it. He said he's not going to talk till he get paid, though. I said, well, that's interesting.
I didn't know he said that. Okay.
He's not talking till he get paid.
Get your coin.
Then I said, whatever. I said he got a little special. Yeah. You know the formula. You know the formula.
I mean, it works.
So, they say Will just made his first public appearance. He was in India. I said, see, that's that rich people shit.
Good place to be.
You over here going to things. You just go to India. I got to still go to work, honey. So, I guess I hope everybody dealing with their stuff.
Yeah. Are you dealing with yours? What's your stuff? Give us the
update.
Oh,
you couldn't wait for me to be like, friend, what's going on in your world?
That's cute, honey. Look.
Yeah, that's cute.
And the little hip be going.
Uh-huh.
I've been working on my dances for
I
TikTok.
see.
Even though I have not released it.
I've been working, but I ain't released nothing. My world has been pretty cool. Did Lee ever find love?
Ooh.
I did. Y'all mad about it?
I be putting knives underneath the post.
That'd be the problem. But yes, in our 8-month hiatus, I have been out in these streets. I cut off a lot of things. I put myself as priority. And love just kind of found me.
Yeah.
We went on a date, and next thing you know,
she walking into the office. I feel good. I feel good all over. I say, who is this? Glowing and stuff.
Yeah.
Singing Aretha Franklin.
Yeah. And so,
you make me feel.
Anyway, today makes 5 months.
Ooh, come on, 5 months.
I think it makes 5 months. It makes some. The 25th is always our time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. She's pretty cool. We be chilling. We be going out doing artistic stuff.
In them streets, mimicking photographs on the wall.
That's what I be doing.
Yeah, yeah.
We be out. We be exploring. And this is interesting to learn this side of me. Because I haven't had like a solid relationship in a few years at this point. And so trying to do things the healthy way, make things make sense, trying to talk. This is like that time where I'm putting all those things that I wanted to put to use.
So how are you not losing yourself in new love?
Well, I was always myself on my own.
Okay.
I knew who I was. I knew what I liked. I knew what I wanted. May not have known how to get there, but I knew the things that I wanted for myself. And so when I went into this, those were very forefront. This is what I want. This is my goals. This is blah, 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 blah. And if your life don't add up with my life, that's cool.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and talk about it from the beginning. I still maintain time with my friends. I maintain my space. We spend a lot of time together, but I still gotta have my space.
Yeah.
Doing things that I like to do, things with my friends. And I don't blur that. I don't give that up for nothing. And that's what keeps me me. And so that I don't become immersed in her world only. Yeah. She doesn't become immersed in my world only. So, yeah, honey. And it's good when you have somebody who understands that. And you have to have somebody who understands that. And so it works. Okay. It works.
House, car.
Carmine is over here making bills and ain't got no job, child.
Well, I ain't clapping for the bill part, but I'm clapping for Carmine.
Y'all nephew, y'all little fat nephew be out here just finding ways to go to the vet. And it bothers me. And he finna be on somebody's side, corner, holding a sign, because I'm not dealing with it.
And I'll be right there with him.
That's great.
That's fine.
Catch him on the corner of I-20 in Dallas.
Y'all stop by. Give me $1.
He's good. Coping with the older life stage of having a pet, the sad things that come with that. I'm not going to say end of life because he ain't dying. But just don't move as fast. Don't have as much spunk. Kind of sleeps all the time. We're learning this new stage. But I'm just loving my baby all the way through. But he's still fat. He is. He get that spunk when it's some Cheerios involved. But yeah, my baby doing good. Still working the same job.
Oh, you still there?
Yeah, trying to navigate my way out. Making my exit. I'm finally kind of ready to do my thing on my own. Going to a different client population. And so, child, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm outgrown. I feel like, I'm about to say crustacean. That is not the word. Is it?
It makes me think of Ursula from...
No, that's an octopus. or a squid. They
Is
never
that not
burst
a
no bubbles.
crustacean?
No, crustaceans have shells. I'm pretty sure.
I've been watching Naked and Afraid, but we'll talk about that later.
I feel like I'm outgrowing my shell.
Okay.
I'm becoming bigger than my place of work, and I don't say that from
Big P-E.
Big
Yeah.
P-E.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is.
Not that BP energy.
Yeah.
But I don't say that from a place of being like sedity or thinking I'm too much. It's just you come to a time when you outgrow places.
Mm-hmm.
I've done all I can do clinically. I've learned all there is to learn, and it's time to go to the next phase and for somebody to take my role and grow and learn. And so I'm just like, you know what? I finally know that it's time to go.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes all your friends leaving to be like, but friends make the workplace bearable.
They do. They do.
They make it bearable. They make it fun. But once everything is taken from you, you're just like, well, I don't know. Maybe it is time to move around. And after thinking on it for like a month or so now, I'm just like, yeah, I want something different. So, yeah, child, I be out here. Friend. I like how you're looking off to the side like that.
Oh, me? It's my turn.
What's going on in your world, Jordan?
Ooh, what's not going on in my world? So I decided to leave the jail about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. And so that has been different. I am now working as a full-time private practitioner. I contract with a few different companies. So BetterHelp, I'm on BetterHelp. I have my own private practice as well. So I'm kind of dividing my time up in between those. And it's been a good transition. Things are moving way faster than I thought. And it just feels good to talk to people, to help people, to connect with people, and help them move through. and help them move through like their current phase of life. Mm-hmm. And I think that was something that I was missing at the jail, is there was not as much connection. Mm-hmm. And so I'm happy about that. Still adjusting, because my partner in life lost his job. And so the financial difficulties that come along with that, figuring out what it means to sustain a whole household on one income, and not overwork myself, make sure that I take the time to live a balanced lifestyle, live the life that I'm telling people that, hey, this is what you need to do to be happy. I need to do the same. And so remembering that is a thing. What else is going on? Trying to remember to celebrate, because a few years ago, I didn't know if I would get here. And so now that I'm here, it's good. It's good to be here. It's good to be celebrated for being a good counselor. Those aren't my words, so you take what
even if that was.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
and so yeah, I'm here. I do miss the jail. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I miss my people at the jail. I think that's the more realistic words to put with it. And so, but I was driving a lot every day. I was working long hours, and so now I kind of have a little bit more of a comfortable flow. What else? I'm trying out wigs. That's a thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So when we first started, I was talking about taking up space. And one thing that I am learning about me is that the more space you give, the more space I'm going to take. And so kind of how Lee was saying, I'm outgrowing my shell. I think I am doing a little bit of that too, because I'm just kind of like, well, what does it mean to be Jordan in the free world? What do I want to do? What type of life that I want to have? How do I take up space where I am? Mm-hmm. And so, my new thing is I want to change up my look. I want to look different. I don't care what society says about men and weave or whatever the case may be. As long as I feel like it looks right, and I pass the test with my friends, because that's important. Because if they tell me it's a no-go, I ain't doing it. Right. But as long as I, within those people, they like, all right, you look good, you looking right. I'm like, okay, then let's go. And so, still figuring out how to take up more and more space as time moves on. What else? I think that's pretty much all the highlights.
Yeah. It sounds like you live in the free life, friend. Tell us about that. Tell us about that freedom that you're experiencing. How does it feel? Is it scary? Is it welcome?
I don't know.
Have you thought about it?
I've thought about it a little bit this morning, and it's not because I had to record a podcast. It was actually in my morning meditation.
Okay.
And so what I thought about was, if freedom is my main core value, my main core belief, how am I exhibiting freedom in my everyday? Or am I just deciding to let my financial circumstances or what I'm going through or the current emotion of whatever time and space dictate how free I feel?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm still kind of noodling over it. But right now, I do not think, because I was thinking about going to the jail for PRN. I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because things are moving really, really fast. And so clients isn't a thing like I thought it was. And then I think the other thing is the drive and the time and the double thinking whether I need to put up my curly lace wig
Mm-hmm.
when I may not feel like taking it off because it took a lot to glue it back on, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm still figuring out the freedom. I think finances play a big part in that for me, because technically I just want to fly to a beach right now.
Today.
You know? And so we're still working on that part, but I do feel a very good sense of freeness and flowiness and carefreeness.
Yeah.
So it's working, I think.
Yeah. Good.
I miss my friends because my friends stay in Fort Worth. That's a thing.
Yeah. Mid-cities for me, but
And you know, we have
I don't stay there.
we have Freaky Fridays. Is that our name that we
I think that's what we went with.
Okay. Fun Time Fridays.
Freestyle Friday.
Ooh, I used to love a good Freestyle Friday.
Same.
I'ma come down. I'm about to clown. Show these boys how I do it in that H-Town. Yeah. That was smooth. You know it. You know what?
Friend, whatever gets you on 106 in Park, my baby. That whatever.
Okay, but what was I saying?
See?
Oh, okay, no. But yeah, and so we got to work on that. But I think after that is cemented, or even if we change it to Sexy Saturdays or something, or whatever the case may be, I think that would be a good little test of freedom too.
Yeah, freedom is a big thing. I've been thinking a lot about freedom. When I went on my job interview, mind you, I did the job interview at work in an empty doctor's office on Zoom. They was calling codes left and right.
What?
Me just sitting there smiling. They said, you need to go to that?
Somebody got it.
If somebody got it, as long as I say Dr. Hart, we good to go. But you know, they asked, do you have any questions for us? And I debated with myself about asking this question, but I said, you know what? This is important to me. I asked the people, so how y'all feel about my nails?
And I was going to bring that up too when you were like talking about searching and stuff, because that's a part of your self-expression.
It's a part of my self-expression. And I told them before they could even say anything, I said, I am not at work 40 hours a week just to come home and have to still like put myself to your standards. And this is just a PRN part-time. I definitely ain't conforming to your standards. I said, now you have your rules, and I get that too. And so if it doesn't mesh, it doesn't mesh. I said, but I want to know before y'all start sending me paperwork and I waste my time. So I put my nails in the camera.
Yeah.
But she was like, girl, I love them. Aww. I said, She said, yeah, ain't no problem. She said, you just can't have them if you're like a nurse or something like that. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. I said, but I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
And if I got to touch you, it don't matter. I'm getting fired. So,
you know, and so CPR.
I ain't doing that.
Oh.
CPR. And I got medical professionals. But, you know, she kind of chuckled and she said, you know, that's a thing nobody has ever asked. And I said, well, for me, it's a thing. Like, I could see that they had tattoos, so I wasn't worried about tattoos. Because if I can see them, obviously, it's not a thing. I wasn't worried about that. You ain't gonna tell me nothing about no eyelashes, but these nails. Because I know what people think about them.
Yeah.
I know, the idea and the connotation of it's ghetto, blah, 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 blah. So I said, well, let me just ask them. And I was really relieved after I did. And she was like, oh, yeah, girl, you can come right on up. Somebody got something longer than you.
Ooh.
I was like, well, what's she doing?
Yeah. You're like, who do hers?
No, I'm staying with Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin and Evan. But yeah, I said, at this point, I'm not willing to sacrifice anything about me for you. I'm not in a circumstance where I need to be. It'd be one thing if I was.
Mm-hmm.
But then I probably wouldn't be having my nails done either.
Good point.
Just saying. I'm not sacrificing nothing about me for no job. I think the panoramic has taught us that.
Mm-hmm.
That you need me a little bit more than I need you right now.
Good point.
You see? And I still want to maintain me outside of here. That's part of my personal freedom. I'm not letting you intervene on that. Now, had they told me, yeah, we care, I probably would have cut the Zoom off.
Oh.
Real dramatic.
Going to a code.
But yeah, so I suggest everybody start to think about what does freedom mean to you, whether it be you have creative expression over your body, but maybe you don't have financial freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't have freedom within your relationship. Freedom looks different for everybody, and we all have freedom in some parts of our life and not others. And so seeing how you can at least get closer to what you deem as freedom if you can't get all the way.
Yeah.
Because when you work in a world or live in a world when you're dependent on other entities, there may be some things, unless you're just going off the grid, but just start to think about what does personal freedom look like for me and how can I achieve that? Because you tend to find that once you got it, life just feels a little bit better.
Yeah, and you won't give it up.
Mm-hmm.
You won't give it up.
And you'll find that the world starts to conform to it.
Mm-hmm.
More than what you thought it would. You put more thought into enslaving yourself than the world was going to put into not letting you have your freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Speaking about off the grid, I've been watching Naked and Afraid. So I had already kind of seen Naked and Afraid, the XL version. And so it's a show where you're naked and you are afraid. Hence why it's called Naked and Afraid. Because you go and spend 21 days in nature doing nature-y thingies. You don't have food, water, or anything like that. You got to just live it, right? And so I've been watching it. It is my new favorite pastime. That's all. Go watch it.
I was waiting for the crescendo there.
I just needed to find some way to put it in there. Okay, so if you want to be free, you can always go and do Naked and Afraid.
Keep in mind, you don't win nothing.
They give you $5,000.
Ooh. To potentially get ate by a hippopotamus.
But no one has gotten ate yet. Whatever. Y'all know what I mean.
Don't be the first.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, if that's what you feel you need to do to go on there, it
and
seems like
feel free.
A good diet plan.
Ooh, yeah.
I might go on there, but I don't want y'all to see my fupa.
Ooh, that'd be...
I don't want y'all to have to see it like that. But I might go on there, folks. I'm lying.
Yeah.
Because the second I break it down, I'm hollering, come get me.
I would never. It's just not. It's not
my thing. It's not something I need to do.
But I will watch it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my 600-pound life. That is like me and Boo. We went and ate yesterday. We had mellow mushrooms.
I seen it because I recognized the little triangles in the back of her head.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But we went and had mellow mushrooms.
I say, them knives underneath the comments.
We got appetizers. Baby, she done ordered a large pizza and a medium, child.
Ooh.
And then as soon as we got in the car, I said, I want to go watch 600-Pound Life so I can judge somebody else. Just crazy. That is my show, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I don't watch nothing else.
600 pounds.
600-Pound Life, and I started watching Grownish.
I love Grownish. It's a good little light show, but they have real issues.
Real issues, but it doesn't take a lot of my heartstrings.
Yeah. I love Grownish. And it's a minority-driven cast. It's written really well. I like it.
I like it, and it's very relatable. It's very relatable. That whatever her name is, Zoe?
You're right.
Well, what's her real name? I mean, what's her name on the show?
Zoe.
Zoe. I relate to her.
Mm-hmm.
I've been focusing on not making everything about me.
Okay.
And she does that. But I'd be like, no, that's what it be looking like.
I don't ever think you really made everything.
I find that my toxic trait is telling a relatable story when somebody tells something about them.
Okay.
But that's how I connect.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it right.
I don't find nothing wrong with it. Okay.
Time and a place.
Okay.
And so sometimes people need the spotlight just to be on them.
Mm.
But sometimes I don't have nothing to say. I'm not a narcissist.
No, I'm talking about them because you said they want the light to be on them.
Which, sometimes they need that. Sometimes it just, the focus needs to be on you, and that's what you need in that moment, not shared focus and how I overcame something. Because you're not there.
Yeah.
But that's just the way that I connect. So I've been focusing on listening more in my friend circle, not necessarily like the professional, because that's a little different.
Yeah.
But just in my friend circle, just listening more, just being quiet more. Which
she's already kind of quiet. I don't get it. But self-evolution.
Self-inventory, child.
She don't do it to me, so that's fine.
But yeah, we had to come check in with y'all.
Yeah.
Because we just kind of went off the globe and, we would say that we were going to, make a little something, check in, but I don't know. I think we just had to do it.
Yeah.
We just had to set a date and we missed the date. So then we had to set another one. But now we're back.
And it's a thing of habit. I'm a person of habits and schedules and doing stuff and creating the vibe. And so if the vibe isn't created, then, I don't know.
Right.
And
right.
I had to get into the habit.
Yeah, and if you're listening, I plan to become more active on our social media because despite us being gone for 8 months, every week we're getting listens, we're getting people following the Facebook.
And we ain't posting nothing.
We ain't posting not a lick. One time I logged in.
I don't even remember the logged in info, so I'm glad she do.
And so definitely want to start engaging with y'all there, building back up our momentum. So yeah, I missed y'all.
I missed y'all too. Even though you're toxic.
Friend.
What?
Some people is not toxic.
I'm just saying. We have, what about them other podcast episodes where it was like 21 listens? Now y'all got up to like 80 something listens. What happened?
Some people say they was going through something too.
Well, and that's why we do this. So we can come together and we
go
can
through it together.
Yeah, boom.
So yeah, remember the email is mindyourbusiness. Ooh,
I think it's a Gmail for sure.
It's definitely a Gmail, but I don't remember if it's mind your business the or mind your business podcast. Okay, y'all, it's mind your business podcast 1 at gmail.com. So if y'all have any topic requests, anything you want to talk about, anything that you just need to get off your chest, keep in mind we are not your personal therapist, but if it's appropriate, we will cover it on the air and talk about it and try to go from there.
Oh, hold on. I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, yeah. So that's finally gaining momentum.
It is. You know what? Very short, very simple. Let her heal. She going through something. Gayle King apparently asked for her story. She told a story. Let her tell a story. If Tory Lanez wants to tell his story, that's fine too.
Yeah.
He gets to tell his side too. And if you pick one side or the other, that doesn't necessarily mean you're saying one is wrong and one is right.
One made it make sense.
Okay? Like, I think we live in a world where two truths can exist.
Very much so.
Two people can be hurt. Two people can have experienced a traumatic event, and two people can be trying to figure out how to heal past that. Yeah. And that's okay. We have to give them space to do so. And for some reason, we feel as if we have to take a side, be the judge and the juror, and condemn someone to an eternal life of cancellation? And we still canceling people?
Apparently.
And I just don't know if it have to be all of that. Now, I will say, Meg, that's my girl.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But that don't mean I wish harm on Tory Lanez and all that's bitter. That seems like some unresolved trauma that you got to work through. If you sitting and wanting somebody to go through so much harm, so much hurt, so much trial and tribulation, I just don't know if I have that much energy in my heart since I got my whole life going on to really focus on Tory Lanez and what he got. But I wish him the best. I hope he learned whatever he needed to learn. If he needed to learn, he may not need to learn anything. That's fine too.
Well, and I think that in a world where we are like dominated by celebrity culture, we start to think that we know these celebrities.
And can speak on their situation.
And can speak on their situation. I like your music. I like what you post.
Plan B.
That doesn't mean...
Go listen to it.
Okay. That does not mean that I like you. I don't know you.
True.
I know what you post on your little Snapchat show. I like the music videos. I think you be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you. Same goes for Tory. I guess I like his music. I just don't go out my way to listen to it. But when I hear him on stuff, I do tend to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know you. I mean, I can't speak on what y'all are doing. I wasn't there. Let's start there. I wasn't there. So I can't tell you what happened and what didn't happen. I can only listen to two sides of what y'all are saying. And really just listen, because I can't even be on the jury board, honestly.
True.
And then I can make a decision if I don't want to listen to this person or whatever, but I can't expect the whole world to stop listening to whomever is deemed right or wrong. I think we're seeing that with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, too.
I seen that. I was scrolling and I know
they started.
So what happened?
She had made allegations of abuse.
Oh, no.
Against Johnny, which caused him to, like, be blackballed.
Oh,
But then it came out that she was not as innocent as she made it seem.
Okay.
I know Milani Cosmetics the other day had, I think she had said like she had been carrying around this concealer pad from this time to this time, had bruises, and they came out and said we didn't even make that film. This was launched on this date a year later. I think that the trial has shown,
bro.
Yeah.
When the makeup company come out against you, you're like,
because
I'm fighting everybody.
This has been brewing a long time though. Because, you know, most people tend to like Johnny Depp. Now, does bro got some issues? Yeah, that's why he plays the part so well. But
I don't know much about him.
Yeah, you know, he's a character actor. Like, he's deep in the character. Like, Willy Wonka's, like, very isolated characters.
Method acting is that what they
Method act, I think that is what it's called. And so, you know, he's lost out on projects and all this, and I'm not saying that he didn't do anything. I'm saying that all that stuff that you said he was doing, it was not only him. Y'all were toxic together. But because when society doesn't tend to look at women as abusers, as manipulators, as narcissists, these are things that have been associated with males. Naturally, it was just, oh, poor her. She kept her acting roles.
Yeah.
You know, all of that. And so, in a lot of ways, she's been blackballed as well by the fans, but her check is still rolling. Her coin is still popping. And so, you know, that just goes to show you just don't know what people be having going. And so translate that to your daily life. When you hear stuff, decide for yourself if you're in a situation where your opinion even matters. Most time it doesn't. But decide for yourself how you feel about things. And remember that me and Jordan can experience the same thing at the same time in the same moment and experience it very differently. And you can't say who's right and who's wrong. All you can say was, this was my experience, this was his experience, and that's it. So, I hope they find some resolution now. Because you ain't gonna shoot me in the foot. Ain't nobody gonna shoot me in the foot.
And say dance.
And say dance. Giddy up.
Clap, clap. Oh, no.
See, friend, that's why we finna get blackballed. They finna
Okay.
Well, y'all.
Okay, no. Who's minding their business this week? Because I know you're prepared. Because you always prepare.
First off,
this is a new you, right?
I'll tell you who
this
ain't.
Is the...
Jordan got this heater on me, y'all.
I be cold.
And I'm sweating.
I didn't think you could feel it because it's over this way.
Baby, I got a Jesus juice running through my system.
That's what it is.
No, it's that heater too.
I apologize.
Who's minding their business? Because it just dawned on me. Who's minding their business this week? I'm going to say Gabrielle Union.
Why?
Not because of them pictures.
Oh.
But She posted something where she had on like her bikini, and there was something about like I don't know if it was actually her talking or if it was like one of those sounds that you could put over a video, but it talked about like
her feet,
like walking pigeon-toed, like a little booty, and I was like, you know what,
birdies. She was like, I'm showing my birdies.
Good for you. You know, that is what some natural bodies look like.
Yeah.
People love to say bring back natural bodies, but natural bodies are also little waists and big butts.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it varies.
It varies, but I think that there has been this thing. I know that Coyle Ray gets a lot of pushback about her frame. I'm like, that's what.
And she can dance.
She can dance. Oh yeah, she can dance.
I seen a video of her dancing like before this. I was just like, whoa.
Oh yeah, she dances. Little chick dances, but you know that's what people's bodies look like. And I think that we need to remember that.
Yeah.
We've gotten so used to everybody being this particular archetype, everybody having the same body, the same surgeon. And that's fine too, if that's what you want your body to look like, but everybody's body don't look like that.
Yeah. And I was just thinking, you know, in my journey, it's always been to be thick. That's just what I aspire to be look like. But now that I've gotten a little older, it's thick and healthy.
Right.
And so as long as the healthy piece is there, I'm not necessarily too keen on the thick. Like it could stay, it could go. I prefer it to stay. But
right.
But as long as you're healthy, the rest.
Yeah, I just want to look good. Mm-hmm. And if looking good for you is your natural lean body, as long as you don't look sick because you're doing something dangerous to yourself.
Yeah.
If you're just really, really thin, you're eating your meals, you're active, that is what it is. Mm-hmm. I heard we're on like some radio show, they were talking about like female rappers don't have to know how to rap. You just have to have a nice body. And then somebody came in and was like, damn you, Coyle Ray, because they were talking about like the natural body. And he was saying, damn you, Coyle Ray, because she has a natural body. He's thinking people are going to start doing that. I'm like, that's really shitty. Who would say that? Oh, yeah, we already said we could cuss on here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, I think we forget that everybody does not have these.
And maybe, unfortunately, whether we will talk about it or not, maybe most of the bodies that we see, especially on Instagram and advertisements and ads, maybe they're not as real as we think, even if we do see them in the gym.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something to get your body done and then maintain it. And I don't fault you for it.
No,
I just
no judgment. I don't really
ask for you to be safe in your judgment on who you let cut on you and be well informed. But to think that that is how women are supposed to look and to say, damn you, because women do not want to go under the knife and alter their body. It's just really, it's giving odd. It's giving delusional. It's giving weird. And it's giving controlling.
It's giving the house of Cormine E. Cheney.
See how he just be going? So yeah, I really thought that video was really nice. I thought that she looks really good. I like her body. Mm-hmm. And that's that on that.
So, you know, if I wasn't prepared, Gabrielle Union would have been... It is not that hot. It's cold in here.
I am sweating.
I'm sorry.
Oh, child.
It's cold.
I need a paper fan.
Like my feet are cold. You
yeah, pass me Beyonce.
My person is Safari. I have featured him many times. And no, this is not a paid advertisement.
I wish it was.
But bro just be getting it. You know, he just be dancing.
Oh, yeah.
And I am here for it. Like, book me a flight so I can go and dance somewhere random.
He's been like that since he was with Nicki Minaj, though. And was like her hype man. He was always moving.
And so I'm aspiring. My new level of freedom is to book a lot of flights, go to random places, and dance. Just like Safari.
Sounds like a goal to me.
He was minding his business this week. Okay.
All right, y'all.
First episode of, I guess, season two. Oh, look at us. We got a season.
But next time when we go to season 3, we ain't gonna leave y'all for 8 months.
Yeah. It's gonna be better.
Yeah, it's gonna be better this time. Please don't leave. But yeah, season 2, episode 1 in the books.
All right, y'all. We're out. See
you
in a week. All right. See y'all next week. Bye. Oh, yeah.
Woo. Oh, I forgot that was recording.
Mm-hmm.
After I looked at it that one time.
Yeah, you did.